Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to see y'all. If you're new here, welcome. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Today I am bringing you a super quick and easy DIY that I did for a faux mirrored wall art piece. And I must credit another YouTuber. Her name is Treshaja. She has a channel. I will link it at the bottom. And I saw this on her channel, but I actually originally got this idea from my toddler who was playing with these and stacking these little Dollar Tree coasters that I had on my table that I was getting ready to take off the table. And the way she had them all stacked and put together, I was like, oh my gosh, these will be perfect for like a DIY. I actually need something for the wall in my guest bathroom, and I thought this would be perfect. And so I decided to go ahead with it, and once I saw Tresha's results, I was like, this is definitely what I want to do. So basically, I'm using these Dollar Tree coasters. They come in a pack of 8, and I have about 16 of them right there. And yeah, they're just going to be glued together in whatever design of my choice or your choice. And you're gonna get something pretty fabulous. So the first thing you want to do is start lining them up, making sure that the two ends are perfectly lined up together of the coasters, because you don't want a crooked piece. And you just want to start playing with it and decide what design you want to use. So right now I'm just lining everything up to make sure that everything's going to work out together and it's going to be perfectly straight, and also that it's a design that I want. Now I really don't want something too symmetrical, I don't want something just completely square, so I'm not really sure which way I'm going to end up going with it. You guys are just going to come along with me and see what I end up with. And I also wanted something 3D, and adding that extra piece at the top just looks a little bit better and a lot more interesting than just having a bunch of coasters lined up and glued together. And it also helps reinforce the whole structure of the piece. So basically I just lined everything up, and then I added these other coasters on top in the diamond shape and in where they intersected with each other. And again, making sure that everything is straight and perfectly lined up. And this is the design that I want to use, and that's using pretty much all the coasters except one, I believe, because it's 5 each. I had 16, I think there's only 15. And what I'm going to start doing is start gluing the middle piece to the two pieces that are beneath it. And that's what I did right there. I already started. I just wanted to make sure it was going to work before I filmed it. So I'm going to show you how I got this piece right there with the 3. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, the 3 pieces together. I have one piece in the middle, and I back that up, and I add the bottom. I add the glue to the bottom piece in the middle and also on the edges, and then I glue the other 2 pieces to the back of it. Now I'm not sure how I'm going to glue those 2 pieces together, the 2 tri pieces, I'll call them, together, but we'll figure that out in a minute. But right now I'm just going to glue the other 2 pieces to the center piece to get like a 3 coaster piece that looks 3D. So I'm adding them, making sure that they're going to line up, and then I'm going to go ahead and put this one right there and apply a little bit of pressure to secure it, and then add the other one before the glue dries, because hot glue does dry pretty quickly. So yeah, and making sure the center and they're lined up and straight, and try not to burn my fingers. And yes, I'm wearing a robe. This is super early in the morning. It was so dark and gloomy, and I decided to do this thing. And it's not out on camera. I'm like, yeah, well, this will work. And so I'm gonna keep that there, applying a little bit of pressure and making sure that it dries up, and this is what you're gonna end up with. That's what I meant by a 3D, 3 mirrored piece. So I have another piece similar to it, and since I couldn't figure out how to glue them together without using something extra, I decided to change the design a little bit by flipping it over and attaching that piece to the previous 3 piece. And clearly you need to look at the video to see what I'm talking about, because all I keep saying is 3-piece this, 3-piece that. So I'm going to add more glue there to secure it because I moved it too quickly and it wasn't secure, and I don't even think there was enough glue there. So I'm going to add a little bit more glue to that first 3-piece. And then I'm going to attach the other one, the other 3-piece structure, to the previous one. Like so. So now it has a completely different look to it, and don't put too much pressure because it will snap. That snap, I thought it broke, but it didn't. Thank goodness. They're really that hard plastic, they will break on you, so be very careful when you're attaching it, and please make sure that the glue is dry before you try to flip that thing over, because I tried multiple times and the thing was gonna like started to fall apart. But anyway, so what I'm going to do now is repeat the process on the other side so that it's balanced, so that we have the same thing on both ends, on the right and on the left. So I'm going to start adding my little plates. So again, using that centerpiece, I'm adding another plate, adding glue to all the ends all around. You're not going to see the glue because of the overlapping. So you're only going to see the glue in the back. And I don't know, unless you're like really nosy, guess who's going to like go underneath your piece to see that it's a hot glued thing. Nobody's going to do that. So you're only going to see the plates from the front, and you're not going to see the glue. And I'm just going to keep adding more plates to make sure that it looks basically the same on both ends. Now that part was a little bit tricky because I was working with them upside down. At first it was fine, and then since this was kind of like a change in the design, I should have probably done this ahead of time and just added the 3 pieces after they were glued together, but I didn't do that. You could do it this way or you could do it the other way. But it's basically repeating what I did in the beginning. And the possibilities are really endless with this. You can make this as big as you want, as long as you have enough glue. If you're going to make a big piece, I strongly suggest to use E6000 so that you have more security, and that way it doesn't start falling apart on you. But since mine is fairly small, the hot glue I think will do just fine, and it's not something I'm going to keep as like a permanent thing. So yeah, so I'm just adding more glue and adding more plates to make sure that I have the same thing on both ends of the center piece. Applying moderate pressure, making sure everything dries. Don't do what I did, because you will see that when I try to flip it over, it starts to fall apart a little bit. Make sure that glue is dry, and make sure you have enough glue. And here we go, we're gonna flip it over. Still not dry enough yet. I was kind of in a rush at this point because my toddler started getting kind of a little bit restless. But I was able to reposition everything. There is a plate that was crooked at the end, but I was able to fix that. That one right there was a little bit crooked. I was able to fix it. And here is the final look of what I did. Like I said, you can make it as big as you want or as small as you want. I'm probably going to end up using the other little plates to do smaller versions of this particular piece, and just kind of make it look like it came like in a set, or that it looks a little bit more like the wall is a little bit more ornate. And yeah, if you like these types of videos, you like this DIY, please give this video a thumbs up. If you try it, please let me know in the comments what were your trials and tribulations when you tried this. And also please visit Treshaja's channel, as I will link it at the bottom. Yeah, I really enjoyed doing this. It was really quick. The longest part was basically waiting for the glue to dry, and I had like no patience. I didn't even wait half the time. I will be showing you what my bathroom looks like when I actually put this on the wall. If you haven't subscribed, hit subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. I will see y'all later. Okay, bye.